So first thing I did want to touch on is our brand new portal, the PTS portal here. That's our new all-in-one portal that's going to be released this weekend. So you will have access to this if you sign up for our software and log into the portal here. And this is where you'll go to manage all of your kind of configurations and your users and things like that within your PTS software. So this is the main portal when you log in. This is just showing things like login history and active logins and all that sort of stuff. So you can see your employees as they're maybe online and what they're doing. You can see the active logins here. From the main menu up on the left, up on the top right here, I have a couple different options that I'm going to show today. And one is the PTS Cloud demo. This PTS Cloud demo is available to anyone that signed up for this portal, where they can go ahead and trial some of the software from TracerPlus and ClearStream to see that data feeding a PTS Cloud. So I'm going to jump over to the Cloud demo here and then click Browse All Apps. And from here, you'll see all of our demo applications that are in the cloud. So these are kind of pared down to do their certain function for both TracerPlus and then ClearStream. But you'll have access to trialing this. And the cool thing about this is if you install TracerPlus on the device, they come with matching demo apps on the handheld side. So if you have an iOS device and you want to trial the simple scan, RFID scanning, or inventory management, you can use those forms that come pre-installed with the application and start scanning and feeding that data into this here. And then if you hit demo this app, it'll show you the data you're collecting from the handheld in this cloud environment. But the one I'm going to talk about today is down in the ClearStream cloud-enabled demos, this productivity tracking demo. So if I click on this one here, it's going to just load the data table for our tracking of employees in a warehouse. And right now, I don't actually have any data here. It's actually empty because I haven't started it up just yet. And I want to show you ClearStream as it tracks items throughout a facility and feeds the cloud here. So this table, again, has no records. And I want to jump over and show you my shop floor that I've pre-designed for the webinar today, which I used our virtual environment to set up for. So just to illustrate this a little bit, this is one of the demos that we've kind of put together to show some of the requests we've had from our partners and our customers is being able to track an employee as they go throughout a warehouse, as they go from station to station, in this case, manufacturing a particular item, and to see how long they're at that location. So what I have here is I just set up a kind of a little demo environment of that, which has 3 workstations. And this here is the actual equipment as it may be set up at the facility. So in this case, it has 3 RFID scanners at workstation 1, 2, and 3. And then it has, each one of these have antennas that's pointed at actually the station where you're doing the manufacturing of particular items here. So as it's going from one location to another. Now I'm going to put this in as an employee because it's actually a lot of the requests that we've seen to see how long that employee's been working on a particular task. Slightly different in my setup here. I'm going to track the employee as they go from station 1, 2 to 3. You might just want to track how long they are at that maybe the first station if they don't go to the next one. But I'm going to track them as they move through this facility. So you could envision also that this doesn't necessarily have to be employee tracking, but it could be just the manufacturing process tracking in general. You can see how long an item has moved from one location to another. And it actually comes back to another demo that we had set up where the customer didn't want to just track the employees and how long they're at that location, but then the items as they move, and to see how long that certain employees were working on those manufacturing steps, and to see if they can make any improvements in productivity. You know, they had a certain time allotted for how long a job is supposed to take, but using this software and solution, they could see how long the employee was actually at that location without stepping away to see if they can improve the timing of the different processes through this workflow here. So this is my setup. Now I'm just going to put a tag container on here. I'm going to make this a shirt. That's going to be my employee. So if I switch this to a shirt, so here's my employee, and actually I want to encode his tag with something like employee 100. So his RFID tag says employee 100. So just a little bit actually about this emulator here. This comes with ClearStream, and it really is actually a good tool for demonstrating fixed RFID, because this setup here actually works identically to how it would if you were using real equipment. So I have 3 RFID readers here. I have 3 antennas, and they actually scan the tags that are on these items in just the same way that a fixed RFID reader would. And it shows you the entire flow of our ClearStream product from start to finish as to how the tags are scanned, and then sending that data to the final destination on the destination side. So this is my warehouse. Now let me jump over to the ClearStream software where I have this set up, just to talk about this a little bit. So I have 3 readers configured in my environment. I have device 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to actually change the names of these. Workstation 1, Workstation 2, and Workstation 3. So this again would be the same exact setup you would do with real equipment. You would add the reader to your environment based on its type, whether it be Zebra, Impinj, FIG, or anything like that. You'd add that type to the software, name the reader, and then configure some things about the reader. Now, in my case here, I've pre-added some antennas for each reader. So let's go ahead. I'm going to change the names of these as well. Workstation 1 antenna. We'll do Workstation 2 antenna. And Workstation 3 antenna. So I'm just naming these antennas. So just as a note, you can, if you had multiple antennas, you could give them different names as well. So you could have 1 antenna at a station as opposed to 1 reader. But we'll go ahead and do that. Finally, the only other setting I have here configured for my readers are that I'm reporting tags visible. And actually, I'm going to change this as well. I'm going to say start time or started and stopped. We call this job started and job stopped. So I'm giving the events for when its tag first shows up as job started, and when it leaves, it's called job stopped. And I'm reporting that to my destination. Let's just go ahead and put these in here. And so for each reader is going to have the same configuration of this data that's being sent to my destination. So I have 3 readers set up. They're reporting when a tag becomes visible. So when it first comes to the workstation, I want to know and send that data to my PTS Cloud. In this case, I want to show you when that tag shows up at the location. I also have report tag no longer visible, which means send an event to the destination when that tag's gone away. So I can effectively capture dwell time at this workstation for how long a tag is there. That could be employee or the item being manufactured. Finally, I have report again only after not visible, which basically means don't give me all the tag data as it's sitting there at the workstation. I only want to know when it first shows up and when it leaves. So that's my setup here. For each one of these readers in my list, I've mapped them to the same destination. So you guys will have access to this as well if you sign up for the PTS portal there. And the endpoint I'm using is the sample apps productivity. This basically is just taking the data that's being scanned by each one of these readers, packaging it up, and sending it to the table here. So you can see it pop up in real time in this ClearStream productivity table. So let's go ahead back over to ClearStream. And what I'm going to do now is actually start this up. So I have my 3 workstations. I'm going to hit start all. This will loop over these readers and put them in the started state. And this happens to be the emulator readers, but again, this will be identical if you're using actual equipment. So if you're using something like a fixed RFID reader, maybe something a Zebra FX9600, an Impinj R700, or like a Zebra ATR 7000, those readers will go into the reading state and start scanning for tags. And if I jump over to my warehouse, you can see all of my readers are now in the on state. They go put these little green lights here, and the antenna read zones go into green. So basically now I have these readers on, just like real equipment. They're actively scanning in the workstation 1, 2, and 3 zones here, and they're going to track when this employee comes to this workstation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play here. And this is set up so that this employee goes through the zones, and there's a little delay set up on each one of the different workstations. So he's now doing the job at workstation 1. He now continues on to workstation 2. And I have this generating additional equipment. I wanted to turn that off, but it's going to track that package now as well. But now this employee is going to go through the different work zones, each one of these, and then go off into, he's maybe done with his shift, and he goes up into 5 there, and I think he disappears at that point, right? And I also happen to have this box here, which I'm going to go ahead and hit stop on that. So now if I go over to the data, I'll go to ClearStream, you can see a bunch of items were sent to the endpoint. And it should have been 2 for each of these, but I had that box pop up. But for each workstation, there's 2 events that were sent to our destination, both when the tag showed up and when the tag left. So let me go back over to the portal side and hit refresh here. And now you can see I have employee 100 who started out at the beginning of the day. He did a job started at workstation 1 at this time. He then left that workstation and marked it as job stopped, and walked over to workstation 2, started, stopped, and started and stopped. You can see the pretty short times there. But it tracks how long that employee was at each one of these workstations. And then, of course, I had that box show up. That's this one here. This box was now tracked at those workstations as well. I stopped it before it got to workstation 3, but it was tracking that same data as it was going through the facility. So I'm able to get kind of dwell time data passively by just hooking up the this RFID reader to the PTS Cloud demo app here. And this, of course, could be to your own database table. It could be a SQL Server database. It could be an Excel spreadsheet if you wanted to automate it that way, or it could be going to some other system. But I'm able to use RFID technology to passively track these employees as they move through the facility and record that data into the database so that I can later report on it. I can see how long specific jobs took to accomplish, how long an employee happened to be at a certain location, or how long they weren't at that location. So maybe they walked away. I would get the events and that data being captured back in the destination so I can review it later on to see how long a job actually took and how long someone was actually, working at that workstation for whatever the task may be. So this, again, is something that you can, when you sign up for the PTS portal here, you can go ahead and actually demonstrate all of this as well. So all of these little demo applications are available through the portal, and you can configure them and set them up to actually capture data into a PTS Cloud. Now, let me go back to all apps here. These are, again, kind of demonstration ones, but if you were to actually sign up for a PTS Cloud, these can be customized for the particular task you're looking to do inside of your environment. You could we could configure something for employee tracking that's maybe fuller featured with reporting built in, so you can see the data in different data views that might be important to you. We could also create it for any other type of application as well, inventory or asset tracking and things like that, but it would be customized to your particular data collection task. But these are the demonstrations here. And really the point of this demonstration area is to show you how you can hook up our Tracer Plus and ClearStream applications to a cloud portal that you can then share that data and see that data. And all of this data here is can be integrated into third-party systems using our APIs. So you can go ahead and hook this application up, this PTS Cloud portal up into something else if you need this data to get anywhere else out in the field. So that's what I wanted to show you with the demo apps library here and tracking kind of dwell time at these workstations. I did want to mention one other way that we have for tracking tracking RFID tags in an environment in a passive way that actually gives you more granular data for both employee productivity as well as just high value asset locations and things like that. And that's in our ClearStream section of this portal. So I'm in the admin center, again, where I'm doing user management and seeing who's logged in and things like that. But in the ClearStream section here, I can see all of my ClearStream applications and devices that are out in the field. I can see the statuses of whether or not they're online and configured. But also on the left-hand side, I have an RTLS section in the portal here. And from the RTLS section, I can actually configure maps of a warehouse or environment that can show tags in real time. So I can actually see them pop up on the screen and see where a particular tag is. So it kind of looks similar, I guess, to our warehouse here, but it's actually real tag data being fed to it by RFID equipment. So I have one here configured for a warehouse 100. In this, I have a bunch of different RFID readers that have been configured, which can be moved around based on where they're installed. But these RFID readers are the actual fixed RFID readers that are configured at a location. And if I were to view this map, once the tag data starts feeding the PTS portal, I can see the dots on this map of where all of the tags are, and you can see their movement in the environment. So you can actually see the dots moving around the facility to see XY coordinate of where something is. And from that data, it's very granular data. It's basically giving you current location coordinates for all of your items in a facility for wherever you have coverage as the day goes on. So you're actually able to see where things move, and that's stored as transactional records in the cloud. So you can go ahead and see movement of data, how long things have dwelled based on having all of that tag data captured rather than just say start and stop time. You can actually see that moving throughout the facility. And from that, you can generate events in here and things like that. You can shoot out emails and webhooks and so all sorts of cool stuff for notifying somebody else of something that's happening with this data. But I did want to mention that if you sign up for a ClearStream trial, you have access to this as well, where you can configure a map. You can configure where your RFID readers are in your environment by dragging and dropping them in this map, configuring the different properties of your environment here. And then once you set up ClearStream to send tag data to, in this case, the RTLS endpoint, rather than my SampleAx productivity endpoint, you can send it to the RTLS endpoint. Then when you're looking at this map, you'll see where the data is from those readers. Now, one thing to note on that, by default, the supported devices for this are Zebra ATR 7000s. So that's where you would get that XY data. Now, can use other readers, but something like a Zebra ATR 7000 where you have that granular sort of XY data coming from it, you would see exactly where underneath this circle the current asset is.